Hey everyone, Phil here with Carcraft Classics. Today showing off my 1966 Shelby Cobra. For those of you not familiar with this model, back in the early 60s, Carroll Shelby had had enough with the Europeans dominating the road course circuits around the world, and he, through a cooperative effort between him and a company in Europe called AC Cars, came up with this model. And very successful racing heritage. Don't want to bore you with all the history, but the bodies essentially came from AC Cars. They were shipped to Carroll Shelby's shop here in America, and he outfitted the car with the rest. But the body came from AC Cars, and that's why you hear them commonly referred to as AC Cobras. Now, there was a couple different generations of Cobras, and this was the last one. I believe the last Cobra rolled off the line there in 1967, but this is the 66 model, and this one is called the 427 Cobra because at that time Shelby decided to put a 427 Ford big block motor in these cars, which just must have been crazy. These cars don't weigh very much, and with that kind of power, I just can only imagine how that car must have been a roller coaster. But this one is a replica built by a company called Carcraft. There's a few companies out there because these cars garner so much interest and they have all that American, again, racing heritage success, so on and so forth. There are companies out there that build these replica kits, and this company is well known for maybe a little bit of a higher end build. So let's take a look. The nice thing that they did with this car is they kind of incorporated the race heritage or race features that you find on these Cobras with a fuel-injected motor that's great for daily driving. You know, something that's going to fire up, not give you the, give you better response in the pedal there with the fuel injection versus a carbureted motor. None of those cold starts, vapor lock, all that stuff is eliminated. This motor came out of a Mustang Fox body, as you can see right there. It's got the 50HO motor in it. I believe it's been worked. They don't have any paperwork to prove that, but boy, it sure feels like it going down the road. Aluminum radiator up front, dual fans, serpentine kit, nice boxed in frame, rack and pinion steering down there. I don't know if you can see that on the video, but you've got a motor that's ready to go on any day of the year here is what my point. And it's been put into this replica car. So you have the race car feel, sound, the power, but you have a motor that's ready to go at any time. This particular kit includes a fiberglass body and some aluminum touches as well. As you can see, let's take a look here. The firewall, the footwells, I don't know if you can see that. That's all aluminum on this car. So again, nice and strong, but you get that weight, you know, that light weight, which bodes well when you're trying to go fast. And boy, this thing can really go. Let me get this hood down for you. Okay. Again, Carcraft had the reputation that they went a little bit above and beyond, and I just love the way they did this car. You know, those side pipes, you know, the sound is just awesome. They went with a US Rambler wheel with the gray face with the polished lip, 18 inches with some good new rubber there. So you know you really fill up those wheel wells and give it a great look. And then of course the open, you know, side exhaust there gives you that racy sound. You have the roll cage just for the driver, as it's supposed to be. This particular Cobra has the rear bumper. Some of them don't. It's a little chilly out here. Sorry for the sniffles. Anyway, this car was purchased at Barrett-Jackson Scottsdale, I believe in 2016. And I do have paperwork on that. And let's see here. The car has just over 7,000 miles on it. These seats are brand new. Come from Factory 5, another company that makes the Cobra replica cars. Carpet's all excellent in the car. There'll be still shots of the exterior and the interior on my website. I know there's some sun glare here. It's got a nice 5-speed Tremec. So we go with the V8 up front, the 302. Then we have the 5-speed manual transmission and a Ford 9-inch in the rear. That's a Tremec T5 transmission. Coil-over suspension, heavy-duty chassis. I'll show you that in a moment. And what do we have here to help us stop? It's another thing that Component Craft does, going above and beyond. I don't know if you can see that brake caliper in there, but we have Brembo power disc brakes, all 4 corners on this car. So again, really a nice higher end build in the Cobra 427 in all her glory. Check that out. What a beautiful car. Got the little side visors on the windshield. Kind of a combination of the new and the old in this car is what you get. Body's in excellent shape. All the gauges work, all the lights work. And man, this thing hammers. Again, I don't know that that motor's been worked, but it feels like it. The power to weight ratio, I mean, it really makes you feel like you're driving a race car. So let's take a peek at the rear end. All right, so here we go. You see those adjustable coilovers? That's suspension. Over here, I don't know if you can see that Ford 9-inch rear end, and super clean and detailed under here. Sorry about the sirens in the background, but we're down here at the fairgrounds in Cumming, Georgia. And it looks like a few of the heroes of the world are off to save somebody and help them out. Big supporters at Carcraft Classics of all first responders. And of course, all branches of the military. That's a story for another day. So there she is. I don't think I can get you under the front end. It's kind of low. Let's take a peek. Really want to show you this build in detail because it really is excellent. The way they did everything here. 2 A-arms. I mean, you really have the best of the best under here. And again, super clean. Now, let me give you a little taste of what she sounds like. This car does have a title, and it is titled a 1966 Ford. So there's no problems with registration, even though it is a replica. Again, it's done real well, and it's got the proper paperwork. Okay, let's fire this baby up. Full stereo system, all brand new odometer gauges. Boy, it's nice to have that fuel injection controlling the idle speed. Nothing wrong with the carburetor, but again, this is just better when you just have limited time to enjoy the car. Fuel injection just fires up at any time, doesn't need to be tuned quite as much, it's just ready to go. Take a listen. Man, this thing is awesome. So I mentioned the gauges. Here's a nice up-close shot of the gauges. Stereo system. It's got the nice short throw shifter in it. You know, we're around a lot of hot rods at Carcraft Classics every day, luckily. Pretty spoiled, but I tell you, not many of them feel, sound, and look like an authentic race car like this one. Granted, it is a replica, but man, they did an awesome job. So I want to thank you all for watching this video. And again, my name is Phil, and I'm with Carcraft Classics. If there's anything I can do to answer any questions, or you'd like to make an offer, feel free to give me a holler. My cell phone number is 770-317-1415. And again, still shots of this car will be on my website, carcraftclassics.com. I can also be reached at carcraftclassics@gmail.com. And the price of this vehicle is going to be $39,900. Kind of in the middle. We did a lot of research on these replica cars. We see them bringing over $50,000, and then we see some others that aren't in quite as good a shape going for, you know, $28,000, $29,000. So we thought that was a fair price for a really well-kept vehicle. So come on down, come take a look. Let's go for a test drive. Thanks again for watching. God bless America.